for you and me. Don't need the sun, come on and take a chair. Just come in from the outside and live this week indoors. Come on indoors, living this week indoors. Living this week indoors again. Indoors.
I'm not by nature a glamorous woman. In fact, I'm the sort of woman who usually has a little bit of hardened marinara sauce right here. So when I'm faced with a glamorous evening on the town, I'm in serious trouble. Where does a clunky gal like me go in order to get beauty and makeover advice? Well, I'm not going to these women. Christy Brinkley, Jacqueline Smith, Linda Evans. What's the point of getting beauty advice from women who only have this far to go to be really beautiful? Now, when I want beauty and glamour advice, I want it from women who work hard, women who have a great distance to go, women who really have something to overcome, which is why I come here. To the Queen Mary in Los Angeles, not the boat, but a club where fabulously glamorous women start out every new day as men. Now, these are the right gals to help me with those stubborn makeover problems.
Oh, turn around, look, it's here.
Ah.
Hi, guys.
Hi, girls. Sit down.
So are you ready for this?
Meet Scott and Marvin, a.k.a. Dolly and Margot. Scott has agreed to show me how to make myself look like, well, more of a woman. So where did you learn how to do this?
I started studying makeup in high school. See, I had no idea what drag was, what female impersonation was. I thought it was stupid. I thought it was sick. But then, as time went on...
And you learned it was sick.
No, it wasn't. No way. I wouldn't be doing it if it was.
And when you see women, actual women, do you look at them and think that they didn't put their makeup on right?
Sometimes.
No comment. Yes.
Sometimes, yes. Since I started doing the impersonation, so many big women look like slobs. Excuse me, ladies, but it's true because they don't take the time and the effort to look good. If they would take the time and effort, like I do, to what through the effort that I do to look the way I look,
right,
then they can look that way. Right. Then their husbands would be more. They'd have a lot more fun in the bed and other things too. But
now, how did you pick that shade of eyeshadow?
Well, I went, and that's how I got. Now I've been wearing this green, and they really don't like this green on me.
I like it. They don't.
Who is it?
You don't like it.
I do too.
Oh, do you like it?
Looks good.
Would you guys rather have been born women?
No.
No.
Now, why so affirmative no?
It's too much work.
Repeat what you told me about shaving.
My whole body. My whole body. I should own
Look at
Good
this.
News razors. Don't be showing them what I... Scott.
Are there some famous women, celebrity women, that you look at and you think that you would like to do a makeover on them?
Mm-hmm.
Who?
Joan Collins, for one. I can't stand the way she does her makeup.
Really?
She looks like mud.
Wonderful.
She looks like mud.
She looks wonderful.
She looks great, but she can look better.
You look wonderful.
Do you think so?
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, Scott, all right.
My transformation was nearing completion. I had begun to look like a man who looks like a woman.
You definitely have it.
Right. I'm more glamorous looking now than I was.
Yeah,
No, definitely.
Oh, the miracle of wigs and makeup.
But my advisor still felt there were just a few more areas we had to work on.
Okay, now you try. Don't think Lucille Ball, okay? You're too stiff up. Margot, show her, like...
A little bit more, just see, look at the hips, see?
But loosening your shoulders.
Yeah, a little bit more in the hips.
The only thing you have to do is just relax, okay?
Yeah.
You're fine.
Now we're going to get you in the gown.
Yeah.
And finish it up.
And I'll be almost approximate to a woman.
You ready?
It's a dream come true.
Isn't it? Mm-hmm. All right.
Us too.
Okay, let's go.
And so, with only a couple of pounds of makeup and eyelashes, I was transformed from a clunky career gal to a glamorous woman of the stage.
Let us entertain you. Lend us your ears. Let us entertain you with joy and cheer. Come with us to the atmosphere where the air is pure and clear. Come sing with us for a while, and perhaps you'll dig us now.
From BTL, the Bankrupt the Lord television network, this is At Loggerheads, a debate on current issues from two religious points of view. On the right, speaking for the left, the Reverend Jesse Jackson. On the left, speaking for the right, the Reverend Jerry Falwell. Today's topic, should old movies be colorized?
Jesse, there was a time when the secular humanists were content to take God out of the school lunchroom and bus him on home. Now they want to make Humphrey Bogart a pinko, literally. Without a moral compass to guide us, there is no limit to which the culture of the West, already under subtle and savage attack from the East, as well as the South, can be pillaged and plundered by our homegrown mau-maus. And in this case, you don't have to be a film buff, and I'm not, to see the relativist agenda in action. First, you use a computer to finger paint over the great movies that Hollywood made in the days when they were still telling stories that took place from the waist up. Then tomorrow, that same computer can alter the lyrics in a sacred recording by the great George Beverly Shea and make him sing like the devil, literally. And before you know it, we've got computerized versions of our great visual works of art. And we're seeing the Pep Boys sitting around the Last Supper. Now, people say, Jerry Falwell, they're already destroying old movies on television every time they show them with commercials. Why not let them colorize them while they're at it? Well, those people, aside from showing their true colors about the free enterprise system that made those movies possible, they remind me of the country doctor who arrives on the scene of an accident and he sees a young girl's right leg has been sheared off by an industrial machine. And they ask him, Doctor, what can you do to help? And he says, well, I could cut off her left leg. That would even her up. Let's leave our old movies just like real life, in glorious black and white. Jesse?
Jerry, as a gentleman of color, I'm always glad to see the world made safe for pigmentation, whose augmentation could heal our nation from discrimination without representation. And the same people who want to take the red out of a movie scene didn't want to take the lead out of our gasoline. Of course, the wealthy and privileged can always pay to have their movies colored up. But Jerry, the people who would lose if you had your way are the poor and disenfranchised who have a right to come home after a hard day out of work and see great movies looking modern. For the prize, if you colorize, is to the eyes. We must remember the first half of entertainment is enter. Only the second half is meant. Jerry, if you had your way, we'd see silent movies without the balm of music. And books written before the invention of printing would still be copied by monks. We must use progress as an ingress to success, not regress for an occasional excess. Sure, the color of the movies looks pale and washed out. But on the TV sets of most members of the Rainbow Coalition, so does everything else. I'm Jesse Jackson.
And I'm Jerry Falwell.
And there's one thing we both agree on.
We'll see you next time at Loggerheads.
Transcripts of At Loggerheads are available, but the stuff doesn't look that good on paper. I'm John Wesley Cole for At Loggerheads.
If you've ever been wondering what exactly goes into the food you buy in the grocery store, the prepackaged food, I mean, this is a good place to come. The International Food Technology Exhibition. It's a giant meeting of all the people behind the food you see on the shelves and in the freezer section. The topic here is food, but the first thing you notice as you circulate on the convention floor is that food technologists seem to have a language all their own.
Lady Director, I'd like to show you something that's a technical breakthrough in the field of food processing.
So this would be pretty exciting.
Well, you tell me.
Okay.
What we have here is the ability to keep crunch materials crunchy in high moisture systems.
Now, what are crunch materials?
Crunch materials could be either a nut or a cereal or anything that you look to have remain crunchy in your mouth as you bite into it.
And these are known as crunch materials.
Exactly.
Right. Use the word womp in a sentence so I can use it sometime.
It's a cookie made with raisin flavor. Raisin wanna flavor. It's the initials for with other natural flavors.
Taste it. Wompy. There are a lot of weird things on view here, but even after you understand the language, the underlying goals of these food technologists are Mighty strange.
Here we're featuring a structured egg product made with algin. So what's happening is it eliminates the hassle of handling fresh whole egg. You can portion control, you can make various fancy shapes with it.
Then you can put it in the attic and have it for years.
Well, we like to think we're idea people.
These same idea people also bring you this idea. Restructured mushrooms.
So this is pre-shrunk before it goes into, for instance, into a salad dressing.
Eliminating once and for all the nightmare of expanding mushrooms. So these are one size for life.
Oh, absolutely.
Enzyme modified cheese is cheese that has a 10 times greater flavor value than normal cheese.
Super cheese.
That's right.
What if you ate this at regular strength? Would you be so overwhelmed by cheese flavor that you would just pass out?
No, you wouldn't pass out, but it would be clearly too strong.
What would you do? You'd go, my God, this is so cheesy.
Yes, too strong.
Right.
Yes, you'd have such a high intensity of flavor that
It's killed people before, hasn't it?
No, it hasn't killed anybody.
Neither is this, I'm quite sure.
It's a product made from seafood. Surimi is a fish protein that is made from pollock or other underutilized species.
So you mean this is dessert made from fish?
There is 12% fish protein in that product. It's got a little bit of texture from some orange marmalade.
Taste the rich buttery goodness of marmalade and fish. Who would do anything with this? What would happen?
It's just a new concept.
Yeah, it's all a matter of concepts. Like this one.
Normal relish contains the xanthan gum.
This is the normal relish.
Right. And we developed one for the squeeze bottles. We used the xanthan gum, but we also used our patented gum, chelated vegetable gum.
So you can draw a straight line with it almost.
Yes.
Right
and
now,
on a hot dog would be excellent.
So that's a real advantage. You
Yes.
can have a straight line on your.
Right.
Is that the main advantage?
Yes.
And so we say goodbye to the Las Vegas Convention Center, taking with us our precious memories and leaving behind any real interest in eating again.
It's as close as you can get to fresh without it being fresh.
Did Colonel North tell you in the car that there was going to be a shredding party that weekend?
On that occasion or another that I'm closing on here.
It's our routine. Our nose is clean. It's a shredding party.
Now, what did you understand Colonel North to mean when he said to you there's going to be a shredding party?
Well, I think the obvious point.
Come join fun hall at a shredding party.
What did he tell you about a shredding party?
At a shredding party. Well, just that there had to be one.
Let's go. Bring all you know to a shredding
Now, the
party.
clear meaning of the words, there's going to be a shredding party,
Shredding party.
suggests that the shredding has to occur in the future. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Relax your mind. We're just keeping justice blind at a shredding party.
Did you tell the Attorney General about
Shredding
what
party.
Oliver North told you about a shredding party?
No, I didn't.
Shredder party people got confidence. Shredder gonna eat their documents. Shredder party people have no fear, cause the shredder party makes the record clear. Shredder party people got the ability to give themselves deniability.
And you didn't try to persuade Colonel North not to have a shredding party,
At a shredding
even
party.
though you're close to him, he's your former subordinate, you share a lot in common, you're an obviously important person in his life.
Yes, sir.
And when the party's through, we know what to do. We got all we need. The fifth we'll plead at a shredding party.
Shredding party.
At a shredding party. Shredding party.
Shredding party.
Come on in here. Come in and have a seat. Everybody have a seat. The reason I've called you guys here today is there's something I feel we have to discuss.
What's that?
Please don't take this the wrong way, but I just wanted to tell you guys that you both don't have to get up every time I get up. I mean, it's not important that both of you follow me everywhere.
Where would you get a feeling like that?
Are you serious? Where do I get a feeling like that? Look at this. You guys are doing it right now.
What are we doing? I'm not doing anything. Me neither. So who's supposed to be following it? Oh, that's an exaggeration.
It's not an exaggeration at all. Let me give you an example. Take this morning. I was in bed reading the paper. You were laying on the floor by the bed sleeping.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember that. So?
Well, remember when I had to get up and go to the bathroom to get a Kleenex?
Oh, sure. Who could forget it? Why is that a problem?
Only because there was no reason for both of you to wake up and follow me and watch me.
Maybe we like to watch you get Kleenex. I happen to think it's something you do well. You're very good at it. You're a born entertainer.
I don't think you're listening to me. The point I'm trying to make is every time I get up, both of you sit there staring at me like something good is going to happen. It puts a lot of pressure on me.
Now, wait a minute. You're manufacturing a problem where none really exists.
Let's just level with each other, okay? The real reason you both follow me everywhere is you both secretly believe there's going to be food involved. Isn't that
pal,
true?
don't kiss her ass like that.
No reason for this big show of enthusiasm.
Very nice talk. The woman has some mouth on her.
Give me a break. You mean you deny that every time you follow me out of this room, you think we're going to get snacks?
That's a lie.
Oh, come on.
Now, we're used to the fact that you constantly eat in front of us without offering us anything. Mm-hmm. Very nice manners, by the way.
You have the nerve to talk about my manners? Who goes and drinks out of the toilet and then comes up and gives me a kiss? Which brings me back to my original point.
Hey.
There's no use in trying to
I
patronize
just
me
thought
with
of
all
this.
this fake camaraderie. Because
If you
once
want,
a
we
day
could
is
kill
all
him.
you're ever going to get fed. Period. So you can just lose all the subtle manipulation crap, okay? Have I made myself clear?
Fine with me. It's your house. Get your damn Kleenex alone.
Hey.
Can I ask a question? What's your position on pens? By that I mean, how many of us can wake up out of a deep sleep to watch you look for a pen? We gotta do that. That means food. No. When she gets up to look for her pens, that means ball. Oh, yeah. When she looks for her glasses, that means food.
Yeah, I get those mixed up.
Here's Laurie Anderson for Forever and a Day.
There was this man. There was this man. And one time, he said to this woman, "Excuse me, are you using a maxi pad?" And the woman said, "Hi, Mom." No, seriously, the woman said, "I'm using Forever and a Day." And the man said, "Huh?" And the woman said, "Forever and a Day. It's a mega pad. It's a mega pad." And the man said, "Oh, hi, Mom."
Welcome to a segment of the show we're calling Celebrity Closet of the Week. And the idea is we go to an actual celebrity's home, open their closet, and poke through their actual stuff. And we're lucky this week to have Fred Willard with us.
I'm flattered that you're interested in looking through it.
Yeah, well, let's get right to it. Let's open
Just
the
start?
closet.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how these things work. If you just start or
Well,
if
you ought
kind
to.
of...
It's your closet, isn't
No,
it?
I mean how these shows work. You know. Anyway, there it is. As you notice.
Wow, that's quite a closet.
Well, it's, yeah. It's
Well, it's certainly
just big enough to hold everything I have, which is, I don't know if that's a coincidence or it's because I stopped buying things once it got filled.
Yeah.
Maybe as we go through this, you'll point out things I don't need or aren't too hot. Throw them out.
Yeah, are
and
you
do
sure you
stuff.
need this right here? This
Oh, yeah, that's a
stars?
nice
Yeah.
one. The trouble with having 100 shirts, you don't wear them for a long time. You don't wear them all.
Yeah.
I have another room with photos of myself with a lot of celebrities I work with. Would you like to see that?
If we have time later, we're just now starting.
You'd be surprised how many people I start telling about hangers and their eyes glaze over. They don't want to know about it.
Yeah.
Theirs is your ideal hanger.
Right.
It's wooden. There's no color to it. So
Why
it's
do you
not-
have so few of those then?
I don't know. I should get more, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Show
So you'd
me
really
some.
rather not have so many of these from the
Rather
drug
not
king.
have these, yeah.
So you have some shopping to do.
Yeah, oh gosh. This used to be, I used to love this. It's kind of nice, kind of velour. I wore this on the Merv Griffin show.
What do we call this pattern, do you think?
Kind of a little check pattern, huh? I thought it was very handsome until Merv Griffin made a joke about it. You know what, it'd probably be interesting if you have time. I have a lot of videotapes of myself on shows I've done. Is there some way you could fit that in?
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to get right to that.
My wife won't let me wear this.
This wasn't the hippie years, was it?
No,
Fred
no.
Willard, the hippie years?
No. Fred Willard, the casual years. I like this because this is more, what would you call that? Kind of like you just put that on. You could, if I had enough nerve, I could just put that on over bare chest, you know, and throw it on, jump in a convertible and arrive someplace.
Where would
but
that
you
be?
don't. I don't know.
Let's get to footwear. Do you mind?
Oh, not at all. First time I wore that, I went to a restaurant. I said I shouldn't wear these. I ordered chicken Kiev, cut in the chicken Kiev. The butter somehow went around the table, underneath, and right on the toe of this shoe.
If your closet was a famous person, who would it be?
It might be Al Pacino or Robert De Niro because there's different facets of it. Look at it, like there's.
That's interesting.
Yeah, although I don't gain weight and lose weight like he does or they do for roles. Yeah. Bobby De Niro, I'll say. It's a Bobby De Niro closet.
A lot of memories in there.
A lot of memories, yeah. I have scrapbooks of pictures of me with people I've worked with. Would that be easier? Like we could do it right here in the closet?
From the Holmes Tuttle collection of historic storylines comes Hellcats of the White House. Our story opens at the presidential retreat at Camp David. The president is reviewing videotapes of his recent appearances. Nancy is sanding dead skin off her neck and elbows.
The president and Mrs. Reagan continue to greet relatives of the victims of the USS Stark tragedy.
Look at this, Marmy.
This ceremony
Isn't this shot of you remind you of something?
30 minutes longer than scheduled.
What?
There, where you're hugging the dead sailor's father. That's a spitting image of that scene in All About Irma where they tell you Dennis Morgan is going to jail.
I suppose. Look, Ronnie.
Anybody home?
Mike.
Hello, sir. Hello, Nancy.
Hello, Mike.
A little new skin for the new week, huh?
Oh, Mike.
Mike, what the hell are you doing here? I thought we made it clear to you that until your trial is over, you're persona au gratin around here.
I'm sorry, sir. I thought Mrs. Reagan told you I was coming.
Mommy?
Well, I told Howard.
Howard?
Ronnie, I'm getting the feeling that Howard is just a wolf in wolf's clothing.
Wolf in sheep's clothing.
No, that's exactly my point. He's so devious, he doesn't even bother with a disguise.
Anyway, sir, I'm sorry if I've caused you any inconvenience. I know you have a lot of trouble right now. What with the hearings and everything.
Nothing's wrong with my hearing.
I love this. It's a pity young, brave men have to die for you to come across so well, but it...
I do look strong.
Sir, I was kind of hoping this whole special prosecutor thing would blow over, you know, before my entire lobbying business goes completely in the toy-toy.
Get to the point, Mike. You're losing him.
Sir, I was telling Nancy that the best possible defense...
I knew Ollie was barking up the wrong tree on the fundraising bit for the Contras. Mommy was right all along. We should have gone public.
Okay, are we back? Hi, everybody. Dick Clark with Carol Merrill. And we're here for hour number 3 of the first annual Contrathon of the Stars. Before we do anything else, let's check that all-important tote board. Carol.
$927,523.
That's quite a start. That is quite a start. That's going to buy a lot of Amana freezers for our freedom fighters, isn't it, Carol?
That's for sure.
But ladies and gentlemen, that's just the beginning. We got a long way to go. The Super Bowl will be on as soon as we reach our goal. $30 million in 30 hours. And Carol, we can do it. Now, please welcome our next guest. She's best known as a very funny woman, but tonight she's not even trying to make us laugh. Ladies and gentlemen, with a very serious message, Miss Joan Rivers.
I am a Santanista, and I am death,
I bring evil and destruction in my luggage. I especially like to indoctrinate little children. It makes me laugh when they say Karl Marx is smarter than God. I think that's cute, don't you? Don't you? Oh, what's the matter with you? Oh, you're not one of those obsolete right-wing types who still believes in freedom, are you? Don't make me laugh. You wouldn't lift a finger to stop me, not even to dial this toll-free number. For I am a Sandinista, and I am death. Please, call now.
One of the most stirring moments in the history of modern American television. Thank you, Joni Bird. Give our love to Edgar, will you? Now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back here to the Kennedy Center live via television, the President of the United States.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Good evening, Dick. They didn't give me the cards, so...
Well, that's all right, sir. You can ad-lib. This is a dream.
Oh, well. Ladies and gentlemen, somewhere south of here tonight, young men are praying for their families as well as for the insect-plagued mosquito Indians.
Excuse me, sir. Aren't you soliciting?
Senator Paul Sarbanes, ladies and gentlemen. Senator Sarbanes, what are you doing here?
I was across the hall taping a nightline. Mr. President, aren't you using taxpayers' money to pay for this telethon?
Well, now, the Army is catering it, but...
No, then it is a substantial violation of the Boland Amendment.
Well, here's a new one, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe we are too proud to beg.
Now, wait a minute. The President has full power to do this. This is my dream. Besides, you don't tape Nightline in the Kennedy Center.
Excuse me, sir?
Oh, Mike. Look, I'll have a talk with Howard, and we'll put some heat under the special prosecutor's keister. That ought to...
Oh, Howard.
Well, yeah, he's writing the 3x5 cards now.
Yeah, okay, sir, I know you'll do the right thing for yourself and all of us. Goodbye, Nancy, dear. Don't oversand. You'll fatigue your pores.
Well, what am I supposed to do? Eat? Bye, Mike.
Yeah.
Ronnie, we've got to dump him like last week's fish.
Mommy, I'm surprised at you. You're the one who's always bitching about us losing touch with our friends.
We have friends who aren't being indicted. Let's stay in touch with them.
I suppose. You know, Mommy, I don't need any of them. All I need is you. Come here, kiddo. You're always so warm after sanding.
You know, Ronnie, I just can't help but think that we're cuddling while Rome is burning.
Really? Well, it's lucky I'm not president of Italy.
Next time, rehearsing for vacation on Hellcats of the White House.